Hello everyone, Rowana here. Today I have a special guest with me today in studio, and I wanted to have her show you her setup, and hopefully we'll have enough time to show you how she does a few things in one of her inserts that she just got from you recently. Anyway, her name is Anahi, and she has an Instagram called Fodori and what is it? Fodori and Journal Addict, right? Okay, great. And also she has an Etsy shop, which I'll go over in a minute here with you. Hello, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Why don't you tell the people who are watching how we met?
We met through Instagram. It was a couple of ladies on Instagram that actually had me reach out to you when you first started making your journals for your mission trip that you were trying to raise money for. A couple of those ladies were Miss Written from Michelle from Miss Written, and Made with Planner Love, also one major person that influenced me to reach out to you.
Great. And I know that you purchased, I think your first Sojourner is a wilderness. It's in the wilderness series, which I actually am not currently making, but did you want to talk a little bit about that? Tell me what you liked about it, maybe.
I loved that it was dyed a specific way. It looked very much like a tree, and when I actually rolled it, it did look like a tree. It's still one of my favorite Sojournals. Currently, it's not being used because I found a new love that I'm obsessed with. But it's still one of my favorites, and it was my first.
Very cool. Yeah, one of the things I know that I remember thinking about Anahi is that she was just always so nice to work with, and she has such a good heart. I can tell from just, I think from our emailing back and forth, and probably, I think the first time she purchased something from me, I think she sent me something shortly thereafter, and I just thought that was so sweet of her. Anyway, and so from then on, then she began to purchase other ones too, and she, I believe, has a Traveler. I think it's the front pocket you said earlier, and then she also has the Rampart, and now she has the Retro, which is the slim size, the B6 slim size, called the Retro, and it's really gaining quite some popularity right now, and so I think it's just a perfect size. Anyway, before she goes and does a flip through, let me ask a couple of questions. When did you start journaling?
I kept a diary when I was very little, and when I went through my teenage years, I stopped having a diary and I stopped writing altogether. My best friend actually was the one that got me into writing. I would always flip through her journal. I would never read it, but I always flipped through her journal, and it was very interesting to see all this writing. And so she bought me a journal once for my birthday, but of course I discovered the Traveler's Notebook, and so that got me into what this addiction has turned into. So I have her to thank.
And she was going to try to come this weekend, but
she wasn't able to. But she couldn't. She had a family in town, so. But it's okay.
Hopefully we'll get to meet her sometime soon. By the way, before I ask any more questions or we show you her setup, I wanted to just let you know that Anahi has a shop on Etsy. It's called DoriFoldersandThings, which I will link below. And there she sells folders in all different sizes. She carries folders and pencil boards and field notes, personal size, standard size, and now she is carrying the Retro slim size, which, by the way, I too carry in my shop now. It's not listed, but it's going to be listed in a day or so, and it's the Traveler and Writing series. I am putting it up on my site, on my website, just because when I get orders from people, I want them to be able to just place the order along with their journals from me. However, if you are going to purchase some of these products and not a journal because you already have one that you already purchased, please go ahead and go through her Etsy shop. She's going to carry, or she does carry, more styles than I do. I specifically just have the Traveler and Writing series. And just to show you quickly, this is one of the folders. And as you see, there's 2 pockets right here. It's really beautiful. She takes a lot of care in making these. Here's another sample. Now, when you place an order and when you choose, you're going to get the general, you should get a general idea on my website what it is that you're purchasing. So it's going to be a map of some sort. And in the writing series, typically we'll have either some writing in it, journaling type stuff, things like this, and perhaps a typewriter or typewriter key. So you'll know that that's the writer series, but I cannot list each and every one of them. There's so many different papers. So basically, I will send you what I think will work with your journal. So again, that's the Writing and the Traveler series. And again, I will link her shop below. Let me ask you another question real quick here. What is your favorite tool to use when you're journaling?
I have several tools, but I brought 2 that I actually really love. A lot of times I don't have time to pull out any templates or anything like that, so I like to sometimes draw on my own, and so I use this little guy. I got this off of JetPens. The writing's gone, but it's the letter pen, and you from Zig, and then you could change out the ink. This one's almost done. I should have brought it back up, and then you could pick your own color as far as this. And I have several different colors. It just depends on the mood that I'm in.
Fun.
And then this one is from Staples. You would think, what? Staples carries a good pen? Yes, they do. This is the OptiFlow. Great pen. It's gel ink. So it writes very well on the craft inserts and any paper that you might have. Hobonichi, it writes well, but there is some shadowing on the other side, so maybe this is not the best pen, but this works great with the Hobonichi if you guys have this.
By the way, I love the fact that she said that she has these in different colors, because sometimes as journalers and documenters, we need a little bit of a boost to kind of get us going. And I think that, like she said, it's inspiring at times, and the different colors could just be the right tool for you to get going in your writing. And so, why not?
Yes. And I've used the black barrel, and I've used this barrel, and I'm gonna go for the orange one that's sitting in my room.
Ooh, orange. Love
Yes.
orange. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and do a look at your setup in your retro.
Perfect. So this is my current setup, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I'm never done setting up my journals. They're always a work in progress. This was a little scratch from my travel today. Love that. It's something new. I could always go back and see this and remember my trip. So it's a reminder. And then I did this myself. This is the inserts from your shop. I can't show you guys this, but
super beautiful, your cover.
thank you. I used lots of little tools. This is what I've put these stickers down because
who are these stickers from?
This is from Miss AliBrown.
All right.
She's here on YouTube and she's on Instagram. I follow her. She's awesome. And I just needed a pop of color because I use this for work and sometimes it gets very boring. So I actually need a little pop of something to cheer me up because we all love going to work. So I need to document for work. So this is where it goes. And I've put the stickers down. This is going into March, which it's my birthday month, so we gotta add a little color. And so I love that this has my, I can't really show you the months, but okay, I can show you this. This is for April, so I could go in, I use a pencil and then just briefly, and because things change for me constantly, so weekends for me are very busy on Saturdays, so I have to go in with a pencil, and then if it changes, I just erase it. But otherwise, I would probably use one of these guys. to document anything, and then keep tasks, to-do lists, goals that I have that month. Sometimes I need to remind myself to take care of me and not just work.
That's so important.
Yes, so I love this insert because I use it for work, but it's also slowly becoming something for me, for my daily life. And then we have one of your gorgeous leather inserts.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I use this sometimes during the week as a wallet. I just put in my driver's license and one debit card, and then might add my Costco card just because I need to do gas or whatever. And then I carry these little things, which is similar to the little Hobonichi ones, but it's like a metal, which is pretty neat. And then I carry receipts in here. I have some address labels for when I send Happy Mail. I have a card from an Etsy order that I made. Gorgeous. I kept that. And so I plan to tan this soon when the summer comes because I love the smell, but I want color on it. And then this is one of my folders. This was just sitting in my room, so I used it. I'm currently using it. I carry a field notes because I take workshops for work, and I jot little things down that I need to remember, things that I need to go back to, so it's always there. This I actually made myself. This is book 2. This is my actual journal, and the reason I carry work and a journal is because if I'm working and I have something that I need to put down, I need to write it down. And so it's just out of the way for me, and it's put in a book.
I have to say real quick, I am sure that seeing this on Instagram, I think you posted this, does not do justice in how it looks in person. It's really cool looking. I love the things that she's doing these days with her notebooks and such. And really, she's a source of inspiration. If you're not following her already, you need to. Anyway.
Okay. And this is just ephemera, random things from paper. This is from an Etsy shop. She sells just bags of used items. And I mean, look, it looks wonderful. And it looks used, and that's the look I'm going for. It's very travel-y, very used, very vintage at the moment. So this is what I love. Stamps, just use stays on, and it stays there. Obviously stays on. Tim Holtz products, awesome. This is a trick from Babeth that I've learned to pre-dye color your pages and then write. Just quickly, that's kind of her tricks that she does, so I've done it too. I've washi tapped my edges.
Now that's another person that you need to follow.
Yes, yes.
Babeth Marie.
Yes,
so
she's awesome.
I will link her Instagram also below. And she's got videos now too.
Yay! Stamping, just random stamps. I mean, it's your journal. You do what you want. I love stamps, so I just put a stamp down. And then writing. Lots and lots of writing. Get it out of my head. Lots of stickers sometimes. And I don't necessarily use the travel theme because I'm traveling. I use it because I like it. And I use pieces of paper from, when I make my folders. I have scraps, so I, do little cutouts and I put them on there. And it works for me.
I just want to add something really quick. That's another thing that I love about that is that, even though you may not be going out to travel in exotic places or different countries and abroad, guess what? You still travel. You go to the library, you go to the grocery store. It's still
coffee
traveling.
shops.
Exactly. And I, it's kind of like when I used to model a long time ago. They used to say to us, it doesn't matter what your makeup, if it matches your clothing that you're modeling or not, it's what looks good on you. And you know what? She likes the travel theme. I love the travel theme. Whether she goes anywhere outside of her area, it doesn't really matter. I think that you should use whatever you want to use and document however you want to document. And there's no one way to document. Sometimes we get into, I don't know what to write. There's nothing going on in my life. You know what? You can talk about what you're seeing outside. You can talk about your day. You can talk about your thoughts, even if they're not the best thoughts. I mean, use it to your advantage and to what you want. This is your book. And you know what? If later on people see it, so what? I think that you need to do what you want to do now and document life as it happens, however you want to do it. So thank you for that reminder.
Yeah, and I mean, use what you have. Color paint, watercolor, anything that you have on hand. These I could probably have done it with this, you know, but I decided to stamp. So, and I've done that before. I just, you know, this time I wanted a stamp, and then it changed the page for me. Add stickers from Hobby Lobby. If you don't have a Hobby Lobby, then go to Michael's. It's what's in reach for you.
And you can even take stuff off of magazines.
Correct. And then just slap them on your page. And I take stamps sometimes, and then I have little goodies from pen pals that send me things, and I want to add them because they make me happy when I'm writing. So I've got more to journal.
And one of her pencil boards, isn't that pretty? That's really beautiful.
Yes, it's double-sided, so whatever side you guys want to use. And I actually do use this. It just makes a flat surface for me.
And by the way, I mentioned this. I am not the one who invented this, but I saw it somewhere. And basically these little, what do you call these things?
Clips?
Page markers, clips, or whatever. A lot of people don't use them because they find that they flip out and they fall off and you lose them. And so what you can do is put washi over it, and not only is it decorative, it does hold it in place. You can put it on one side or both if you want to really secure it. But anyway, just wanted to show you that real quick in case you've not seen that.
And this is a newer item for me. It's a little brass. It's from Midori, so I'm very excited to have this. I want the number ones.
I have both.
Time soon.
I love that.
Yeah. And this is from CuteThingsFromJapan on Etsy. She has an Instagram too. Very fast shipping and comes straight from Japan, and she's amazing. I bought some other goodies from her, but I did a no spend. I'm really trying to not spend so much. And then I washi tape my edges, pre-washi tape them, and then add a little color, and sometimes I add a little extra washi or stickers, and then I write.
So sometimes you pre-do these, right?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Sometimes when I do have the time, I do pages like I did with the travel theme back here, so.
Yeah, sometimes when I feel like I need to just have some creative time, that is what I do. A lot of my pages, actually, I don't put embellishment on necessarily. Just sometimes I just have enough time to just write, so I don't have time for it. So once in a while, while I'm just have some downtime, I like to go through the pages and just add stuff to it, because it makes it interesting, and it really does kind of encourage you to go into the page and write. And so, you know, whatever it takes to encourage you to do that is what we want to do. Yes. And again, documenting life as it happens. And I love this. Oh, it's not a stamp.
No, it's a stick. It's actually washi tape. This one's sent from a pen pal who's in Germany.
Oh, wow. Fun. Okay, so anyway, you have more.
Yes, this is the other side of the insert, which just added some little things.
Did you decoupage this?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I love it.
And it's several layers.
It's pretty.
Very sturdy, very, very sturdy. And I will actually add more here once I get closer to the end. And then I test my pen sometimes, random last page, things like that. And then this is the other side of the folder. I have a little pocket thing that I might be using in here once, and then the washi that's in here, and little stickers. And I added this little pouch too, and I have my scissors, my little scissors. And then I have this 6-inch ruler, which, believe it or not, it does, I do use it sometimes.
I like that little pocket. Is that something that you can add on?
No, I actually added this on myself, but I mean, if you guys wanted, just let me know. Leave me a comment and I'll be able to add it in the shop. There's no charge. Just tell me, leave a note when you check out and I'll add it for you.
Very cool.
Yes, and I could add it, actually, I don't make this style in the shop, but it's, I could put this in the back if you guys wanted. Just talk to me on Etsy, and we'll figure something out. And I keep this calendar because sometimes I need to look. I don't want to take out my phone, so I just have it the year, and I could pretty much figure out what I'm doing during that time if I need to look at my calendar. And that's it. And then my little thing that I made.
Very cool. Now I just have one more really quick thing to add. This is a good idea because then it shows you the 12 days. And the reason that, just so you know, the reason that I have the insert the way we made it, Where's your calendar
Here.
insert? The reason why this is only 3 months is because I'm very lightweight oriented. I really just try to keep everything lightweight and simple. And so for me, because I like to embellish these pages, I only ask my designer to put 3 months worth, because that way you can take it out and then put the next 3 months in and not have the bulk and the weight, because really my whole theme is travel. And so it's easy to travel with the thinner it is. And that's why there are many products out there that I love, even the Weeks. I recently tried the Weeks, Hobonichi Weeks, and I loved it. But you know what? I had to get away from it because I could not add anything on it, like washi or anything, because I was afraid that it was going to get too thick and then it was going to get too heavy for my Sojourner. So again, you can use whatever you would like. There's so many products out there, and I encourage you to try different ones until you find the one that you like. And then if you want to switch. Yes. A lot of these things are fairly inexpensive, and they're fun to use. And again, I think a lot of it is I just want to encourage you to journal and to have fun and enjoy your time with your planner. I mean, that's really important. That's a simple thing that we can enjoy in life, and so why not? And so again, that is why I only have the 3 months in these inserts. So we probably should close this one off. I do want to briefly say we are going to go over this right here. She was kind enough to say that she will do a flip through on this and give us her thoughts on while she was making it and all of that. And I tell you what, I think I only the first time she came to the studio was, I think, about 3 weeks ago, and already she has all these filled up. What an inspiration, totally. And so anyway, so she's agreed to do a flip through on this. So for now, we're going to go ahead and go. But before I forget, the most important question of the day that I have to ask you is, coffee or tea?
Coffee. Coffee all the way. And it has to be iced for me. I don't do hot coffee.
Okay, so ice, and what flavor is your favorite?
Just a regular Starbucks order. Regular Starbucks venti iced coffee, 3 pumps of classic, 1 raw sugar, light cream, light ice.
There you go. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And as usual, document life as it happens. Bye-bye.
Bye.